Hey guys, welcome to the Haley Strategic Showroom. I got a two-part video for you today. The first part's going to be on our announcement of the MP2 Magazine Insert. And if you want to stick around, we're going to go out to the range. We're going to talk about ammo management, weapons manipulation as it pertains to proactive or tactical reloads, speed reloads, and keeping good ammo going towards the gun. So stick around for that. As far as the MP2, the insert, we wanted to design an injection molded magazine insert that is a plug-and-play system, not something that's baked into a pouch, which a lot of people have been doing for many, many years. I remember running inserts, Kydex, plastics, and lots of different manufacturers back 15 years ago when I was in the military. But they were baked in most of the time. And there's some other good options out on the market, but we wanted something that's purpose-driven and built for our chest rigs. And but is also adaptable. And as you can see here from a good example, I've got a D3CR heavy, and we've got 4 different types of mags in it. I've got a 5.56 mag in my heavy chest rig, which I typically wouldn't do because it's a much larger magazine pouch. But now I can when I run the MP2s in it. You can also see I've got a 5.45 AK-74 mag. I've got a 7.62 by 3.9 AK-47 mag, and I've got a 308 Lancer mag in here. And all of them index and click in. And what I mean by the click in with the tension, when you put this magazine in the pouch, in the insert, you'll hear it click in. So if you're going bullets forward, for example, or you turn it around and go bullets backwards, same thing. It still indexes in. We wanted also the proper amount of tension, so it's not too tight to where when you pull it out, you hit yourself in the chin. And you don't want it too loose, obviously, to where it defeats the purpose of even having this thing. The process is pretty simple. When you get them, pull it out of the box, you just plug and play. So all you got to do is pull the bungees off of your chest rig. If you want to keep them on there, by all means, feel free to, because I know a lot of guys that are in really rugged jobs, you know, they need that extra retention. You're jumping out of airplanes, military guys, you're climbing over walls, law enforcement guys. You may want to have a little bit more retention, so I understand that. But if you don't, take them off, slap them in, and it's going to make your weapons manipulation a lot more efficient. So that's all you got to do. You'll see these tabs on the MP2 insert. Now those are purpose-built for the D3CR because we've got a MOLLE channel that goes behind the magazine pouches, which it just inserts underneath just to add more value. But when you pull the magazine out, it does flex open, and so those force vectors go to the side as the magazine comes out of it. And that way it retains itself whether you've got tabs inserted or not. So it does work in a lot of different plate carriers, a lot of different pouches out there, and we have those listed on our website and on the packaging. As we find out more plate carriers and pouches out there that it works with, we're definitely going to update that. So I know you guys get a lot of questions to us saying, does it work with this? Does it work with that? Be patient. We're finding it. And not only do we find it and put it out there, we like to test it and make sure 100% that it does work. Same with magazines. You can see just a very simple example of 4 mags here, but I know it works with FAL mags, M1A mags, works with DPMS pattern, SR25 mags, other polymer mags. It works with G36 mags, some foreign mags. So we're still building that list as well. All right. Price on these, 40 bucks for a 4-pack, 12 bucks for an individual. And that's pretty much it on the MP2, guys. Let's head out to the range now and talk about ammo management. We'll see you out there. All right, guys, since we're talking about the chest rig and the MP2s, I thought it'd be a great opportunity to come out to the range and show you some TAC reload processes. Now, of course, there's lots of ways to skin a cat with TAC reloading or speed reloading the weapon for that matter as well. But let's talk about ammo management, because that always seems to be a big question, is where do I put my gear? What priority should I load from? So I'm a big side mag guy, meaning I always have at least one magazine on my belt line if I can get to it. So if I can wear it around because that's my job, then I'm going to have it on me. If I can't, maybe I'm a responsible armed citizen. I've got my carrier clipped into the cup holder of my door of my car, so if something bad happened, or maybe you're an off-duty law enforcement guy or something, and you could at least grab that mag out of your door and put it in a pocket, that's value added, right? Or if you could take that actual carrier out and clip it onto your body, at least you got a mag in a gun and a mag on your body. That's 60 rounds right there. Now, if you could grab another mag and put it in your pocket, that's 90 rounds. And that's kind of a good theory to have, is 90 rounds will get you through most situations, either to eliminate a threat or to get to a position to sustain yourself to get more ammo or to fall back or whatever you need to do to reconsolidate, reallocate resources, and then move on from there. So that's kind of the basic 90 round theory, but let's talk about how we keep ammo going to the gun. And it's a very simple theory. It's been around for a long time. Just keep good ammo going towards the gun. So if I have a partially loaded mag, let's say I fired 15 rounds out of this and I wanted to top it off, I don't want to put that in a position where it's close to the gun, meaning close to the gun as a speed reload. Anything that could be a potential speed reload for me to save my life, I'm not going to put partially loaded ammo in there unless it's the only mags I have. Like we go out the door all day long with a handgun and one mag on us, well, that's all you got. So you got to consolidate those two magazines. But I've got a carrier on, now I've got a plate armor system on with a chest rig, now I have the ability to have more stores of ammo. Okay, so in this case I've got my radio, I've got 3 mags on my chest, I've got a mag here and a mag in the gun. So that's 5 mags. That's going to get me through a lot of stuff. So all my partially loaded ammo, keep it away from the gun, which is going to be over here. And the reason why we do that is because if I'm going into a reload, a speed reload, this is not ergonomic. It's not biomechanically efficient because I'm reaching across my body and doing all kinds of weird stuff, which you're going to have to do if you need to get to this pouch. We want to keep that nice and straight. So straight lines are strong, angles are weak, and that's just your basic principles of biomechanics. All right, so we want to keep those lines strong. So speed reloads, I'm going to stick to this. If I don't have my carrier on and I just toss my plate carrier and my chest rig on, well then this is going to now become my next speed reload source. Okay, now I'm going to keep these for my TAC reloads. So here's the thought process mentally. Speed reload is a subconscious action, meaning you should be good at it, right? You should have a lot of deliberate practice at doing it, because if you ever find yourself speed reloading, what does that mean? Well, it means you're in a gunfight. It means your gun ran dry. And it means you need to get ammo back into that gun because you're still in a gunfight. So you don't have to think about that consciously. You want it to just naturally flow and happen. So that's why I don't ever want to mess with this unless I absolutely need to and my life is on the line. TAC reloads, or what we like to call proactive reloads, considering the word tactical can be subjective and used in a lot of different improper ways as we see it used now. So let's just be proactive. That means that's a conscious effort. That means I just shot at something or someone. And now I'm thinking, and I'm looking for something. And a lot of times you'll see programs of instruction in the military say, a lull in the fight. Always look for the lull in the fight to do your TAC reload. Well, I don't like lull because it's translated into time. And if I was to ask the question, how much time do you have at a gunfight? You don't know. So that's where I like to take those words and use them properly or delete them if we need to. So in this case, I like to delete it and use the word opportunity. So I'm looking for an opportunity. So as I search and assess and I'm looking around, I'm looking for that opportunity. I just shot somebody and I'm like, holy shit, I just fired 15 to 20 rounds. I might want to top this off. That's a conscious decision. So since our mind is working from the higher cognitive portion of the brain, I'm going to continue that information flow to pick the right magazine, the one that's the farthest away from the speed reload source. So that's the theory. I would go to this one for that tactical or proactive reload. Okay? So I'll show you a couple drills here to set you up for that. All right, for the first drill, what Nate's going to do is he's going to call a threat command for me. And on that threat command, I'm going to come up and fire about 5 to 6 rounds. When I'm done firing the 5 to 6 rounds, I'm going to search and assess. I'm going to look for things. Maybe I'm looking for my environment. I'm breaking the tunnel vision that just may have occurred under critical stress. I'm looking for the opportunity again, okay? And use your eyes when you search and assess. You don't need to use your gun because our eyes can move up to 800 to 1,000 degrees a second, as we know, and there's no way our gun can keep up with that, okay? So keep the gun solid, use your head, and then Nate's going to see me looking for that opportunity, and he's going to hit the shot timer. Now there's going to be a 6-second par on that shot timer, and in that 6 seconds I need to do my proactive or tactical reload. Okay, now we're putting this on time because we never really put TAC reloads on time. And the reason why is because, like I said, you don't know how much time you have in a gunfight, so you don't want to dick around. And next thing you know, you've got your mag in your hand when you took 10 seconds to do something that could have taken 4 or 5. All right, so here it is.
Here we go. Stand by. Up.
Hands back on the gun is what the goal is at the end of the 6 seconds, okay? So again, all we're doing there is just doing a TAC reload from this main source, envisioning that I don't have any other ammo on me, okay? So that's if I only had 2 mags. That's when I would go to this one because that's all I got to work with. Now let's try that again, and we'll start moving away from the gun or from the good speed reload mags, meaning I'm going to try to go for this one now because this is the last mag I'd ever touch in a speed reload, okay? This is the conscious reload. This is the subconscious reload.
Stand by. Up.
And then we want our hands back on the gun. When the second par goes off, then we want to continue to look around. Okay, so those are some simple drills right there that you can do, making sure you're prioritizing which mag to go to. All right, so now let's set up and we're going to actually show you how to do a transition drill with the carbine to handgun. Put the handgun back away, speed reload the carbine, and then TAC reload you, the shooter. All right, so the next variation of a tactical or proactive reload doesn't necessarily mean reloading the gun, okay? And what I mean by that is, let's say I transitioned from my carbine to my handgun, okay? I came out, I put the handgun away, I speed reload the carbine to get it back up in the fight, but now I need to be proactive with myself and have ammo management, okay? So I'll show you what that looks like here. I'm gonna fire 5 rounds on the up command and go into a transition drill.
Stand by. Up.
Grab the carbine before I put the handgun away, check it, speed reload it, search and assess. Now I'm going to be proactive and bump my ammo and consolidate if I have an opportunity still to refeed the pouch that might save my life in 20 seconds from now, a minute from now, an hour from now, or a few hours from now. So don't just think about TAC reloading the gun, think about consolidation of ammo. Now as you can see, I still have good full mag, full mag, full mag, full mag in the gun. Where if I wouldn't have TAC reloaded this, my next subconscious reload in the gunfight down the street from now, I might do this and go, shit, there's nothing there, and then have to do this. Because subconsciously we're going to want to go to one position. So that's why I always make sure that one position, whether it's here or here, is always full of ammo. Okay, so that's a quick high level on TAC reloads, not just the gun guys, but also you, the shooter. Stay sharp, be safe. I'm Travis Haley. Thanks for joining me.